When using the filter box with a pump inside, we'll first have to seal off the output points. The bottom hole is sealed using a threaded output and a cap. You'll use this same method on the top hole if you're not using the diverter included with your pump and nozzle kit. This assembly details the dual feature setup, using these barbed connections as well as additional components you'll find included in the pump and nozzle kit. The barbed connection inside the box is compatible with either 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch tubing, and the outside barb is 3/4 inch. We're using the 250 gallon per hour pump and nozzle kit for this assembly. We recommend disassembling the pump to familiarize yourself with the inner workings, the most important part being the impeller and the magnet. This magnet should be maintained seasonally to make sure there's no buildup of hard water deposits. Make sure all components are reinstalled securely to ensure proper operation. Make sure the rubber end cap fits into the impeller cover and turn into place. We won't be using the pump's included pre-filter, so that we'll be able to use more of the filtration components of the filter box. Clip the cord in place and then note the center point of the filter box where your output should be centered over. You'll now use parts from your pump kit to prepare the pump for use with the diverter, again using our dual flow setup. You'll note that there is a flow control on each segment of the diverter. If you've installed it properly, it'll line up like this, which allows you to use the included tubing. In this case, we're going to use just the piece of 3/4 to bridge this gap to the output. You'll notice that the pump output is properly centered right in the middle of the filter box. We can now add the biological component of the filter box, in this case the bio balls with the ceramic inserts. We suggest keeping them from the mid to the front end of the filter box, and we have room for 1 bag of the bio rocks to add some weight to the filter box. The fine filter, which is blue in color, you'll remove the output and keep it over the pump output. Same step for the black coarse filter. Remove the small piece of foam and then center it over the pump output. Snap the lid securely in place. You will need to supply a length of tubing to complete your setup to your secondary feature. You can now install the amount of riser tubes that you need based on the depth of your pond. In a standard 18-inch deep pond, we recommend using the connector and the 2 full-sized risers. Your tiered or spray nozzle head only needs to be a few inches above the pond surface. In shallower ponds, or if elevating your filter box, you can use the smaller risers with the other variety of nozzles that are included. The bell nozzle does need to be 8 to 12 inches above the water surface to provide the desired result. The trumpet nozzle effect is achieved by swapping out the inserts into the main body and adjusting it as desired. Good luck with your pond project from Angelo Decor.